Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're getting into something fundamental, digestion. We always hear, you are what you eat, right?
Right.
But maybe it's more about, well, what happens after you eat, how we actually process everything. That seems key.
Absolutely. You could be eating like the perfect diet, but if your digestion isn't up to scratch, you're just not getting all the goodness out of it.
Hmm.
A happy gut, it really is sort of the foundation for overall health.
It really is, isn't it? And it's wild how much connects back to the gut, your immune system, heart, brain function, even things like mood and sleep, that feeling of, everything just working. A lot of that seems to start there.
Mm-hmm. And it's tough because, let's face it, modern life, all the processed stuff, the stress,
Yeah.
it can really throw that gut balance out of whack.
Totally. Which is exactly why we're doing this deep dive today. We found this really interesting, simple home remedy, a kind of tea or infusion
Yeah.
that could actually help support digestion.
Yeah, it uses ingredients you probably have in your kitchen, peppermint, fennel, and cumin.
Okay, simple stuff. Let's break it down. Peppermint first. I mean, we know it's refreshing, but what's it actually doing for digestion?
Well, the key thing in peppermint is menthol. And it has this really neat ability to relax the smooth muscles in your digestive tract.
Smooth muscles, like the stomach lining and intestines.
Exactly. So it can help calm things down, reduce discomfort, maybe even spasms. Plus, and this is important, peppermint helps encourage bile flow.
Bile. Okay, that's for breaking down fast. Right?
Precisely. Crucial for fat digestion. For this drink, you'd use about, say, a teaspoon of dried peppermint leaves, or maybe a small handful if they're fresh.
Got it. Okay, next up, fennel seeds. Sanf? I always see those little bowls by the door in Indian restaurants.
Yeah, and there's a good reason. Fennel seeds contain compounds, like anihol, that actually stimulate your body to produce more digestive juices and enzymes.
Ah, so they're like helping your body gear up for digestion.
Kind of kickstarting the process, yeah. And they also have some anti-inflammatory properties, which is great if your gut's feeling a bit, irritated.
Yeah,
About a teaspoon of the seeds is usually the amount.
makes sense. Okay, third one, cumin seeds. Jira, love the flavor, but what's the digestive angle?
Cumin is surprisingly powerful. It's loaded with antioxidants, first off, which help protect your gut cells.
Always good.
And it also has antimicrobial effects, so it can help sort of fight off bad bacteria or other things you don't want hanging around in there.
Oh, interesting.
Plus, it's pretty well known for helping reduce gas and that uncomfortable bloating feeling. Again, aim for about a teaspoon of cumin seeds.
Okay, so we have our three heroes, peppermint, fennel, cumin. How do we actually put them together to make this drink? Is it complicated?
Not at all. It's super simple. You basically just boil about 4 cups of water.
Okay.
Once it's boiling, toss in your teaspoon each of fennel and cumin seeds and your peppermint. Then you turn the heat down low and just let it simmer.
Sure.
For how long? About 10 minutes should do it. That gives the water time to really extract all the beneficial compounds from the herbs and
We're
seeds.
just letting it all infuse.
Exactly. Then
Yep.
you just strain out the bits, the leaves and seeds, and that's your basic brew.
And I think you mentioned you can add stuff for taste.
Yeah, definitely. Once it's cooled down just a little bit,
Yeah.
you don't want it piping hot. You could stir in a squeeze of lemon juice.
Uh-huh.
Adds a nice brightness. And maybe a little bit of honey if you like it sweeter.
Nice options. And when's the best time to drink this?
Generally, once or twice a day is good.
Mm.
A lot of people find it works really well if you drink it after a meal.
Okay, so quick recap. This simple drink, using stuff probably already in the cupboard, can help digestion work better, maybe cut down on bloating and gas, and just generally support a healthier gut environment.
That's the idea. And, stepping back for a second, there's a reason people call the gut the second brain.
Right. I've heard that. Why is that?
Well, it has this incredibly complex network of nerves, the enteric nervous system, and it's constantly communicating with your actual brain. It influences so much mood, immune response, inflammation levels.
Yeah.
It's deeply connected to your overall well-being.
Wow. So looking after your gut really is like looking after your whole self, isn't it?
It truly is. Which kind of brings us to a final thought for you, the listener, to maybe mull over.
Yeah.
How many other simple, maybe overlooked home practices or remedies like this one could actually have a pretty profound positive effect on how you feel every day? It really makes you think about that deep link between something as basic as your digestion and your overall energy and vitality, doesn't it? Something maybe worth exploring right in your own kitchen.